So The Brutalist.
Yes.
When I asked Autumn if she wanted to go see these movies, she's like, let me watch these trailers. Let me see if I want to go to all three of them. There's no trailer for The Brutalist. So she's like, I don't really know what to find. She finds what she can, reads up about it. I have no idea. We get the little booklet. I skim through it a little bit. I kind of peek through their paragraphs, so I get a kind of idea what the movie's about. I thought it had something to do with World War II and Nazis. It does. But I liked it a lot. I heard, what was the big festival that just happened where it got all that praise? Was it, which one was it? TIFF? It wasn't Sundance. Sundance is at the beginning of the year.
Was it Venice?
Might have
I
been.
think it was Venice.
Whichever festival just is the most recent one that happened.
I guess I could look it up.
I remember everybody really talking, oh, wow, the Brutalist. So I was like, okay, I'm really excited for this. I will say it 3.5 hours long.
Venice.
There's some fat to trim there. Look, I love long movies. Okay. Long movies are great when they're great. And this movie is very good. There is some fat to trim in this movie where you're like, all right, Adrian Brody is phenomenal. He's an Oscar contender for sure. Felicity Jones, nice seeing her back again.
I did not know she was in that.
Yeah, I didn't either. And boy, I saw it on the little thing, and I was looking at her IMDb, and I was like, man, I really have just like she's still been making stuff. It's just all been over in Europe, and it's just stuff I haven't seen, and that wrongfully so on my part. But man, she is so good in the movie. She is a great supporting character. I think she will get some love. I think they're all going to get love. Kyle, have you seen, is it Vox Lux, I believe, is the other movie that has made, the Brady Corbett?
It's the one with Natalie Portman, right? That sounds familiar. I haven't seen it, but is that the Natalie Portman one?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. I know of it, but I didn't get a chance to see it. That was drawing up buzz for Oscars, but it didn't go anywhere.
He also directed 3 episodes of The Crowded Room, which is another show on Apple with Tom Holland that's apparently pretty good. Some people are saying they really... I was talking to people who said they really didn't like Vox Lux. The film festival guy was like, we love Vox Lux here. And it's like, I would say that too if I was in front of his face. I haven't seen the movie, but I love every movie a director's made if he's coming to my festival.
Adam Sandler's here. I love Jack and Jill. Great movie.
I want to check it out to get a full idea of the movie, of more of his style, because I hadn't seen it. But The Brutalist is very good. It is very long. And the only other thing I'll add to wrap this long-winded tale up, I'm sorry I'm talking so much, but
I'm having fun.
When we were in line for it, we were behind a guy who was coming to see it, who also told me he went to college with the main kid in Moonrise Kingdom. And he was bragging about it. And I was like, that's pretty cool. Moonrise Kingdom's great. The main kid in that, all grown up now. But he was talking about that. He nice guy. It was fun talking to him. And then this couple behind us, and they were talking, and one of the guys was like, oh no, I've already seen The Brutalist. And I was like, how? And he said, I just got back from the New York premiere. Like I most recently went to New York. I saw the premiere, and now I'm here to see it again. I was like, all right, my guy. Hey, there are bigger film buffs than us.
Oh yeah.
But I asked him what his opinion was, and he goes, the movie's really good until it's not. And he was actually quoting me back because we had been talking for a while, and I had said that about another movie. I don't remember what movie we were talking about, but he was quoting me back. I never felt that with The Brutalist. I didn't suddenly go, this isn't good. There was no moment I was like, this suddenly is bad. It does take an interesting turn that I was not expecting, but to me it worked. I was fine with it. There was just plenty of scenes that probably didn't need to be in the movie to cut out. It is long. It is kind of like, hey, pick me. It's a pick me movie. It's like, hey, we're pretty long. We're pretty dramatic. We're pretty good. And it's like, great. But he said that the crowd in New York didn't react well to a lot of some of the humor and some things. And that's because most of the movie takes place right outside of Philadelphia in a town called Doylestown. And so it was really fun for me, being someone now who has moved to Philadelphia, to watch that with an audience from Philly, because there were references and jokes that people, I don't think, Kyle, you'll laugh at because I don't think you'll get it.
Oh,
but
sure. Okay.
and I wouldn't have either, but now I get it. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, that's funny. Like, oh my gosh. Cool. And there's even like a shot at New Yorkers at one point because they're in Philly. And so I was like, no, of course people in New York, didn't vibe to it as much. Or maybe that was the feeling that this guy got. But it is very good. Adrian is great. It's really a really good movie. I do not think it's the best of the year, having sat on it now for 2 days. I don't know if it'll creep into my top 10, but I do think it's a contender right now. Right. But I did really like it, and I have thought about it a lot.
That's a good sign.
But they're both great. Excited to see Blitz. I wish the Outrun, that's the other Saoirse Ronan movie, it's not playing at this festival. I wish it was, because I wanted to see that too, because I think that's considered to be the bigger performance of hers. But I am excited to see Blitz.
And gets 2 nominations.
That is a rumor I've been hearing, that she's good enough in both to get a lead, and she was put in for supporting, I believe, for Blitz.
Yeah,
so
that sounds right.
I might have it backwards, but I think it was Blitz.
No, that sounds right.
But I loved both of them. I really loved Anora, and you should run to go see it. But yeah, if you guys have seen them, comment what your thoughts. Comment what your thoughts are.